Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Boston, Mass. This is day 572 of the 3+ Minutes of Planks Challenge. And as always, I am filled with gratitude. Thoughts on my mind this morning. I posted about this yesterday, but I kind of wanted to expound on it more. I met a young lady on a flight yesterday morning from Raleigh to New York City. Her name was Bonnie. And it was such an impactful conversation. One of the things that I didn't express in the post was the idea of some things that we were talking about. I said we were talking about pain, and more specifically, one of the stories I was telling her about was my youngest brother on my mother's side, Lester, passing away years ago, October 14th of 1991. And we came to find out later that he had passed away from diabetes. We just weren't really versed on it. We had just moved from Nigeria. And I was with my brothers. We lived all in the studio apartment, 4 boys and my mom at the time. And my mom was away to work. And I'm being the oldest brother. My youngest Lester was sick, and so he was sleeping. At some point, he's passed away in his sleep. And I didn't fully realize it at the time. After his passing, I dealt with a lot of guilt. A lot of it stemming from the fact that I was the oldest brother. We were playing in a studio apartment, and I didn't even notice that he'd passed away. And so there was a guilt from that. I remember being at the funeral and feeling so numb that I couldn't even cry. I couldn't cry. And I felt guilt for not having the emotions that everyone else was around me was having. That stayed with me for years. And I didn't really take it in full context until my therapist a couple years ago said to me, "How did you deal with that?" Like, she brought it up, and I thought it was the most ridiculous thing for her to bring it up. But it stayed on my mind ever since then, and I've been processing it forever. It got to the point that I even got married on the day he passed away and didn't even realize it. Something Bonnie said to me yesterday really spoke to me. She talked about forgiveness. And she said, you need to forgive yourself for that. And she was absolutely right. She is absolutely right. Because I realized that guilt is something that's plagued me for my life. And I realized that the people that I gravitate around, the people are those who can touch on that guilt. And I find people in my life who use that guilt against me. But they can only use it against me because I allow them to use it against me. So today I declare, I forgive me. I forgive me. Feels good to say it. Anyway, be blessed today and every day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.